M60T running right into the T64. And good shots. Oh no! M60 misses. And the T64, that low profile might have just saved them. Round flying right over the top of their turret. And now I think that was a deflection even. M60T just can't hit the Ukrainian tank. T64 with another round here, and it should finish it off. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And this one, we have some brand new modded content, SuperMod. If you guys liked Global Escalation, think of this like Global Escalation, but just even more massive. There's something like over 20 factions. There's new vehicles, new weapons, new kits like Squad Leader Recon or Sniper kits. Special Forces factions only go off buddy rallies, so that way they're super mobile. And there's nighttime layers as well as night vision. It's only about the third or fourth day that SuperMod has been live, so there are a lot of fixes needed, but we've added it to the Potato Field SuperMod, and it has been a lot of fun. Additionally, we're also going to be adding a local voice mod, so if you did like being able to smack talk enemies in local chats, well, that will be added as well. So between all of this, it is a great time to be a fan of squad modded content. And in this one, we have the Turks up against the Ukrainians on Gorodok. Now, real quick, before we get into this, I want to say thank you guys for being patient with me. If you missed it, I did add a few updates on the YouTube community post page, but I have been out of action from the hurricane that hit the Houston area, Hurricane Beryl. It actually hit Houston on July 8th, and I didn't get power back until July 14th. So 7 full days without power, and then my kids' daycare actually didn't get power back until later that week. I think in like July 18th or 19th. So it was 2 weeks of Texas heat, and we had some days that the temperature was actually over 100 degrees with no AC, no internet, phone service was out, trees were down everywhere. It was absolutely insane. We made the best of it. The family was safe. Thankfully, we didn't have any damage to our house. My family members elsewhere also had no damage, thankfully, but it was just a very exhausting and honestly super long time to be without everything. So, well, that was why we didn't have any videos. We didn't have any streams. I was kind of out of action, but we're finally back. So here you go. Enjoy the videos. If you like it, give it a thumbs up down below, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below if you want some more SuperMod and other squad modded content. And don't forget to check out the live streams. We're at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream throughout the week. But that's enough of that. Enjoy the SuperMod, and I'll see you next time. Peace. All right, Eye in the Sky, and this is Gorodok RAS V2, and let us get in our admin Eye in the Sky squad. Hopefully we get some wonderful comms, because this is SuperMod. We are on board with the Ukraine Armed Forces up against the Armed Forces of the Republic of Turkey, and this is kind of like an armored layer, I guess you could call it. So Gorodok RAS V2, not that uncommon of a layout. We got Industrial Park, Fort Farmstead, River Fort, Neva Lower, Neva Radio, Ambush Hill, Fruit Farm, normal Turkish spawn up in the northwest, normal Ukrainian spawn in the southeast. Blue 4, Red 4 all looks about the same. However, obviously the factions are different. Ukrainian is a modded faction here. We have the Turkish Land Forces and Base Squad. This is a little bit different that the SuperMod mod team is created for the Turkey faction in-game here. The Ukrainians, we have the T-64. We actually have a T-64, so that is, I believe they've actually modeled it properly, so we'll swing on down there. They have a T-64 as well as a Leopard, and that is right out the gate. So both tanks starting off on spawn here. Also a BMP A1, two of those, two of the M113 APCs with the 50 cals, one of the M113 APCs with that Mark 19 grenade launcher up top, a couple Ural transports as well as one on a delay, and then 3 tracked M113 A3 Logi APCs. The Turks, on the other hand, have the wheeled transports and wheeled Logis. They also have one of the MG3 ACV-15s. It's like that M113 kind of chassis feel to it. It's very, very lightly armored. They also have the 50 cal open top, but then you have that APC chassis, the ACV-15 chassis, with the 25 millimeter cannon, essentially just grabbing a Bradley turret and slapping it on that thing, 2 of those. So and then 3 M60Ts. Honestly, this seems a little bit, I don't want to say lopsided, but M60Ts, those are tough tanks up against especially the T-64. The Leopard, though, should make quick work out of them. But the M60Ts also have ATGMs. That's a lot of firepower to go up against. But we'll see how it goes. There are no helicopters for either team. And actually, wow. This is an armored layer, and we are only getting 1 M60T and only 1 ACV-15 with the 25 mils. Very interesting decision there. But here you go, the T-64. So, very first time we're seeing the T-64 in game, and I gotta say, it is cool seeing just more and more vehicles. You know, it might be a little cheesy sometimes just getting new vehicles and stuff in this game without changing game mechanics, but I might be just a sucker for this stuff, but it just is cool. So good on the modding team for adding the T-64. What is this a basic Leopard? What is it? A 2A4. So it does have the Ukrainian camo on it though. Just good. I like to see it. I like more variety. Love to see it. So on rollout, once again, not hearing too much on command comms. Hopefully they have a plan. A lot of move markers out, and let's just see where they go. A lot of people in chat trying to figure out what's going on the voting. Yes, if you guys are watching this, you're like, dude, this is cool. I like this. Let me try out the mod. And you're like, wait, why is there no voting? Why is there no factions? There's 1 or 2 factions right now that are just kind of broken on release. There's a few layers that they're having some issues with some of the names, so when server admins are trying to actually put them in the server, they don't actually show up. So a little bit of growing pains, but overall I think people have been enjoying it. And hey, it's like day 2 of the mod, so give it a few days, allow the devs to do their work. And hold on a second, we are going to go way up north, squad 5. You see in the top of the map here, squad 5 in the blue transport, about to run to squad 3 in the red transport. Actually run right into each other now. There you see them. It's like they dismount and just started firing at each other. Was it only 1 or 2? It like I think it was 1 against another. All right. Well, interesting little engagement to start the game. Oh no, it was a full. You just see him load in now. So it looks like a full Logi or a transport for squad 3 up against 1. I don't know what squad 5 was doing off by himself. Oh, they were the sniper team. All right. If you guys are still trying to figure out all the factions and squad leader kits, I think I can open up here. You actually have a squad leader kit, but then you have a squad leader recon kit, and then you have a squad leader sniper kit. So you can have some variety between your squad leaders. So obviously, I don't know, I guess he wanted to go do some sniper squad leading. Well, instead he just got he just got GG'd by GG Elden Wing Simply and Der Bobby. So still have to play squad no matter what it is. And we might have another transport run headfirst. Squad 1, we're seeing in this transport off to the south. There's another Logi, but down this road we actually have a M60T. So infantry Logi pushing that M60T, and I don't know if they got eyes on it. M60T right side of your screen, Logi right in the center, infantry starting to dismount, center of your screen. They're hidden by the shadows, and they better have some AT. M60T going to be running right into infantry, just scattered all around. M60T's right in front of them. I don't think they spot him just yet, the tank crew, and they don't. Going around the railway. And this tank crew, oh, no way, is going to be just stationary next to him. And they're dropping C4. Ukrainian infantry on top of the M60, and they actually hit a tree. He's going to be able to whoopsie-daisy him, drops down the rock, and unbelievable. M60 now's got to make a decision if he wants to tumble over, and now he's stuck upside down. Oh my goodness. Absolute chaos. M60. Oh, they can't believe their luck. They're getting swarmed now. And oh, the C4 finally cooks off and it actually knocked out the infantry that had dismounted. That crewman had gone out to try to dismount and flip the tank. And oh my goodness. And the M60T is actually being shot at by a tank from down.
Oh my god, he's having such a bad day.
Oh yeah, he is having such a bad day. M60T, well, it doesn't matter if they have 3 M60Ts if one of them ends up falling off a cliff in an entire gaggle of infantry. Unbelievable. And where exactly was that? I think that was a T-64 that was shooting at him. That must have been from way downtown, and it was Squad 6 and Squad 2. I'm going to pop this on so we can see them. They're now moving out, but they had a sight line to that. That's absolutely hilarious. So one M60T goes down, and they're going to feel pretty hard done about that one, the Turkish crew. That was just horrible, horrible luck. And there's some infantry pushing out. Infantry rushed out here from Squad 7. Turks pushing River Fort almost immediately, and they've actually done well to wipe the Ukrainians on that objective. But the armor advantage right now is for Ukraine, and it is the Leopard that has the high ground. Chaos, Jonas, Josen. Oh, and did they miss? I think they did. Vehicle just getting on the other side of that radio tower.
With this faction?
You can see.
Yes, we can.
I mean, look at that. First of all, the model looks great with this camo, but trying to take shots at that radio. And no, he's not. He's going further. Wait a second. Oh, and that is, I believe, a M60? No, the APCs. It deflects. Hold on a second. They are way... Oh, they're on Ambush Hill. They got a transport and then an MG3 ACV. What a sightline by the Leopard. Leopard able to just hold this entire valley. Really, really good driving. I think Jagged, Chaos, and Jonas getting themselves up on top. And the second tank out here, the T-64, he's in a bit lower of a spot. So you got high on the south side here, low on the east side as more rounds going in. Now that Leopard's just going to be able to have almost free reign on anything they need in lower fort. But infantry dismounting a radio tower for the Turks, and they're securing it. I think Ukrainians are a little slow on the caps. No, they're just now capping River Fort, so they're pretty much right on time now. And that is the ACV with that 25 mil cannon. I don't know if he was trying to get some shots off on this Leopard. Very...
Squad 1, we're going to hold River Fort. We got enemies here. If you guys can push these.
I don't want to say brave because you can't even do anything.
There, but I have,
but let's see, T-64 moving on in. That's Twafty and Celtic. T-64 is going to be pushing where you heard those auto cannons by that 25 millimeter ACV. Finally, a little bit of command chatter a second ago. And, ooh, T-64 is going to push a little bit further, and you don't want to slow down because you might see that ACV. ACV is booking it, though. Off to the left. You might not even see him here. And he does get eyes on. And ACV takes a round from the T-64. And double smokes, drive smoke, and then defensive smoke. T-64 might not get any more eyes on him as they just keep flying down the coastline. And one thing I was going to say that you don't necessarily want to do is dive in a little too far and get shot by infantry. T-64 doesn't care. They're trying to figure out where exactly they are, scanning, and it might pop up for them. T-64 gunners should see that drive smoke, and there you go. Lining it up, and pop goes the ACV. T-64 with a great kill on the Turkish IFV. And the armor advantage just keeps climbing for the Ukrainians. The Leopard here, I don't know what they were firing just at that moment. Maybe you saw the Liquida down there. That is a friendly transport. But ACV down, M60T down, another M60T now on Ambush Hill. And maybe they're just mopping up some infantry, or they thought they saw infantry. But they need to be careful now. The M60T is going to kind of know exactly what's going on, at least on the east side. That there is at least one tank here. Already losing an M60T from way down range. You want to be very, very careful.
I have some kind of APC on Neva lower.
But good shots from the T-64. Really, really cool to see that that vehicle actually in action here in squad. I think that's one of the main things people have complained about. Like, yeah, obviously people don't like the ICO, they don't like the blah, blah, but people just want some more vehicle variety.
On,
Neva. Just seeing a T-64 compared to the usual T-62 or T-72B3, I love seeing it. And
Squad 1, is that HAB accurate on Neva lower?
extremely accurate indeed. This is, it's like the entire Turkish army is right here. And look at this, that grenade launcher, the 40 mil grenade launcher just laying into the barn. He's gonna reload, and he's got the entire enemy team pretty much right in front of him as now a drone pops up from the Turks. They're trying to spot exactly what APC is doing damage to them. They're gonna see it right here. And oh, good shots. And that's how you do it. Infantry with the intel takes out the gunner and then immediately tracks ACV. Turks are pushing out. And Ukrainians need to keep them encircled.
South underway, coming in southeast of Neva lower.
They're winning the armor fight. If they can win the infantry fight. Oh, and hold on a second. Speaking of winning the armor fight, M60T running right into the T-64. And good shots. Oh no! M60 misses, and the T-64, that low profile might have just saved them. Round flying right over the top of their turret, and now I think that was a deflection even. M60T just can't hit the Ukrainian tank. T-64 with another round here, and it should finish it off. T-64 smoking, but the M60T is on fire. And oh, they lost the turret. Why are you gonna side armor? Oh, they miss. Oh, they don't even care. The disrespect, they knew they had it. And the T-64 knocks out the M60T. Oh my goodness, what a fumble by the Turkish armor crews. Absolutely crazy. Fantastic crew. I thought they made a crucial mistake down there. You can see that crewmen, they don't even know what to do with themselves here. That low profile must have just completely messed up that crew. And the gunner, at least 2 rounds flying right over. Sam now dismounting, and he's going to help out Celtic and Twafty as they try to get their T-64 back out. But that now is 2 tanks, 2 M60Ts down for the Turks, and that is going to be tough to come back from, especially with the infantry now overrunning the HAB. And yes, it's not always about armor, but if your armor is winning the armor fight, it allows a lot more breathing room for your infantry, because now you have infantry coming in with IFV support. Oh, and Curse of the Commentator. IFV support is now tracked. That BMP-A... Never mind. That ex-BMP 1AM popped by some AT, and I believe it was black... Okay. All right. I'm not even... Come on, man! And Neva lower, that HAB though is going to be overrun. Very, very close quarters fighting for the Turks. I'm trying to see if they have any rallies or anything. They don't. So this is the only spawn. Infantry for the Ukrainians are doing really, really well. 260 tickets to 192. This is a Logi coming in. They want to get an attack bob set up. And look at this infantry support. The mechanized support right now is doing extremely well. We got multiple vehicles here, and yes, that is just an open top 50 cal, but that's a 50 cal, mobile 50 cal, in addition to all the infantry, and that just might be a little too much for the Turks. SBS Wolf running on up, and he's got Bean in the red house right around the corner here. And he's going to be caught with his bandage out. Wolf now trying to take a shot at Gibby, and Gibby manages to stay alive for a second, but no! Takes a full auto, and Wolf knocks out two, and the HAB is nearly wiped. Actually, Sullivan is laying down prone alive right in front of it, but HAB is overrun, and Turks are going to be pushed off, and Neva lower, and goes for the execution. Sully laying down in the dirt, and the cap has started. Good push from the Ukrainians, and that was just good vehicles. You had a good tank fight out in the outskirts just a couple of minutes ago in order to make sure the infantry was able to do their thing. IFV's coming in. Yeah, you lost a BMP 1AM, but hey, making up for it with a cap 100%, 256 tickets to 184, and Radio Tower is going to be next. There is no fob on Radio Tower for the Turks. They have ACV out here. There's a Logi at Ambush Hill. I'd be surprised if they go out all the way. Well, Squad 5 does have a move mark on there. So, well, we'll just have to see. But 256 tickets to 183. Going to be very, very uncomfortable for the Turks.
I have a 25 mil ACV on me. Southbound.
25 mil ACV on me southbound. That is Clarky calling it out. And very good comms. But infantry fighting on the outskirts, the west side of Neva Lower. And Althazol does take a full auto. And that ACV, I think they're trying to come to the rescue for Neva Lower, but they're already smoking. They don't have too much damage loss, but you know, that's about 80-90%. And these ACVs, I mean, you could even pin them with 50 cals. I think there's even anti-tank lurking in the bushes here. Yeah, Strings, Natty, a bunch of infantry. Like, if you're the gunner here, turn off the outlines. It's actually very, very difficult to see who's around you. And the ACV, here's a roar of another engine. That's going to be the Logi just south of them. And Logi's going to dismount. Could be bad for the Ukrainians here. Oh no, he dismounted with AT. I don't think he's seen the infantry. Oh, he doesn't. And oh my goodness, triple teamed, 3 ATs, one in the front, one in the side, and one in the back. The ACV is on fire. Thought they actually had the advantage, and they're going to completely abandon ship. The driver says, hey, good luck, gunner. I'm not going to put that fire out. And now goes down to another RPG, and wow, ACV has been absolutely dumpstered. Ukrainian infantry all over the Turks here on the south side of Neva Lower. Fantastic infantry. I don't think the Ukrainians have put a foot wrong here. And now we also have, wow, this might be even...
We honestly shouldn't push up in Neva.
It's going to be more problems for the Turks here. 50 cal choosing to engage the M60T. And
Maybe if
the
sniper team wants to go
M113
up
is going to
over
have to
radio.
back himself up down in the gully. This tank needs to be very careful. Yeah, it is just a an APC, but the infantry, if you take a look real quick, the infantry has just been deadly. I'm trying to look for AT. You got a couple AT out to the west here. You have the Leopard down south and the T-64 down south as well. That's squad 6. So trying to see if a tank mark does come up. And now squad 5 that we saw drive in a few minutes ago for the Turks have set up on Neva radio tower. So M60 looks like it's going to live to see another minute. I don't want to say live to see another day just based on the history of the Turkish tanks in this game. But M60 is trying to do their part to help the infantry push back in and cuts down one infantry. And now you got double hats coming up as well. You can see this coming in. Cake and also MacV SOG. Turkish M60Ts essentially pushing up without any infantry support. And he's trying to chase down the APC and he's going to get his kill. Wait, did he have frag loaded or maybe heat or something? Oh no, he's tracked! Baited by the APC, and now the APC might go down though, and it does. At least he's going to get an APC kill for his troubles, but tracked up on top of the hill and now just getting picked apart by Ukrainian RPGs. Infantry lining up a shot and another one and another one and another one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 more RPGs. M60T cannot believe their luck. Every single anti-tank player in the game is around him and finishes it off with one more tandem from the wood line. And there you go. Turkish tank. I think that was a frag round mopping up a friendly as well. But there you go. Ukrainians not messing around with their anti-tank kits, and well, GG's. M60T, the third one. They had the tank advantage, actually, the Turks. 3 M60Ts going up against a T-64 and a Leopard. Well, M60s are all gone. Leopard is up. T-64 is up. And it is 305 tickets to 114. Leopard is now opening up on the next point. You can see this nice little dome above radio tower. That's the capture area. So they're in a nice little, cheesy's the wrong word, just nice little sneaky spot here so they can get eyes on. You get eyes on the road. You get eyes on the actual point. So, ooh, speaking of eyes on, Logi is a Turkish Logi coming up behind, and hold on, they might just run right into the T-64. Turkish Logi is riding the train tracks, and I don't think they realize they're going to see that Ukrainian tank just waiting at the repair station. And there it goes. T-64 says, thank you very much, I'll take that. Knocks out the unsuspecting Turkish Logi.
Fortifications on radio.
And holding the flank. I mean, that thing also... It's not a tank profile you're used to seeing. Very, very awkward looking when you put it into the realm of squad vehicles. It's not as bulky as those T-62s. It's not as sleek as the T-72s. So it might confuse quite a few people as they get used to seeing a T-64 in game. But there you go. Logi is denied on the south side. And Skvedny Kozak, I don't know what he's choosing to do here. Skvedny Kozak, did he just realize that he doesn't want to be here? He can't do anything to this tank. And he's just shoving him now. This is a Turkish APC up against the Ukrainian Leopard. And how does this crew not hear? Maybe the tank crew knows and they don't care. Well, he actually is now going to get himself stuck just right behind here. And there's a vehicle right behind you on local chat.
Holy fuck.
Indeed. Farting is friendly.
I thought it was friendly. Well, wasn't friendly, and there you go. APC finally goes down. Absolutely hilarious. 297 tickets for the Ukrainians.
JDAMs, heavy mortar.
So we can probably hold defense until you get assets in.
You can hear command chat was rattling off some of the
Three's got a logic vehicle over there on the east side of
new command strikes they
Are you
have.
gonna try and get something done over there, Dirty?
Edward Puentes actually has spotted the HAB. He's been just hiding in the bushes, probably waiting for a very good moment. I think he has actual IED explosives with it. I'm not quite sure these new kits that the mod have added. Usually with that type of explosion, you got at least at a minimum C4, so could knock out the HAB and Neva lower. But you heard him calling for Squad 3, and that's right below us. Turn on the outlines here for you. Squad 3 is trying to set up a Logi, or trying to move their Logi into position to set up a fob off the southeast of Radio Tower. Once again, here's the dome capture area.
Do they have any tanks still up, or did we kill all of them?
We took out 2, but 1 might be respawning soon.
Copy.
So trying to figure out their armor advantage, and right now they have a huge armor advantage. The Ukrainians. Fob is now up, and this is a Turkish fob right here sitting on your screen north of Neva Tower. This is going to be the Ukrainian attack fob, and it looks like they might get a HAB on this north side of the rail bridge, making for a very easy push in. And you can see infantry now lining up on the Turkish side, and they're just holding with 87 tickets.
We found a radio north of
I'm not trying to say it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to be very difficult to win a game when you have 87 tickets, an hour and a half left to go. You know you've lost at least a point. You've lost your armor. You need to come up with some type of an attack fob, and it does look like the north side here. Are they digging this up?
Northern radio mark.
Northern
Just
radio
north of
mark.
Neva lower.
Oh, so this is actually this is another Turkish attack fob. So Turkish attack fob here, trying to set up onto Neva lower. Turkish defense fob here. So you know it ain't over till it's over. But Turks trying to get in position to do something. And that is a full BMP 1 AM.
Squad 3, be advised that the Turks are pushing towards the west, or the east now, from Neva radio.
Infantry dismounting off the BMP 1 AM.
Okay, I'll let my squad know.
And some drive smoke now to conceal the infantry dismounting. And I absolutely love that they're actually doing this. Proper infantry and vehicle support, using vehicles to move around. This is what squad's all about, modded or not. Travis Bickle out in the front, Asian egg roll down below him, and Travis is trying to drag his buddy, but it's not going to be in time as Blatty knocks him out, and the infantry pushing up towards the hill, and radio is getting surrounded. Command might have their assets here soon. One of those assets was a JDAM, which might actually be fantastic for a point like this.
Enemy HAB is marked accurate in Gulf 7 to the north of Neva. Seems like they've taken our defense HAB as well.
Blatty, Sam pushing on up. Infantry now trying to just breach. This is a very tough spot to fight in if you don't have a spawn close by, and this is why there's so many different ways to peek in. You kind of need to just barge your way in and get inside. Otherwise, you're just fighting on the rocks, and that is not a good spot to be. Eating drywall lane prone as Joopy on the other side. And he just has to hit the deck. Too much infantry, and you really need a command strike to help push this. Otherwise, infantry are just going to be bleeding tickets. But, I mean, we're talking about bleeding tickets. 66 tickets now for the Turks. They've already lost over 20 since we just checked a few minutes ago. And Ukrainians actually have lost quite a bit, too. Nearly 50 tickets. So, infantry...
Yeah, command, they set up a radio north of Neva Lower. They flunked behind us.
Infantry doing it, and wow, Edward Puentes, we saw him earlier. He's actually knocked out that defensive fob on Neva Lower. That could be huge.
I don't know that infantry's moving down from them.
But good defense on the north side.
Dude, there's a couple of marks to the west. I don't know which ones are accurate.
So they might have lost the defensive fob on Neva Lower, the Ukrainians, but they've actually pushed out towards the radio. You can see Finnmark actually goes down on the radio, but it didn't matter because you had a Lamone and his buddy here. It looks like Rin. They had actually they actually pushed the HAB. It might be spawnable here in a second. The HAB was overrun for the Turks, but they should be spawning in here any second now. Lamone needs to get bodies on this HAB here. Need 2 within 20 meters to overrun the HAB. And the Turks have a chance to... Oh, there it goes. Somalian. Oh, no. Swole Somalian child soldier is shot from behind right on spawn. Doesn't matter how swole he was. Couldn't protect out of that. Lamo knocks him out. And Finnmark, he actually wasn't down. Just very low health. Managed to bandage himself, save himself. And now he's going for that radio. And wow, if the Turks lose this radio, that is going to be about GG. And it is now overrun, and they will. So, attacking radio down for the Turks. Defensive radio down for the Ukrainians. So, pretty much a wash on this side. And now you have an eastern push. This Ukrainian fob. This the blue... what's this? Hourglass mark that you see sitting on your screen. That's that radio. The HAB right next to it. Infantry pushing along the western cliffs, along that railway, and then around to that tree line, so they can now push radio from the northeast side. A little bit better concealment and cover for the infantry than just running across the open and over both a road and railway. So really good fobs from Ukraine. And the Turks, they haven't done too much wrong when it comes to infantry. I genuinely think that. But their vehicles have just been not in it. And Swole Somalian child soldier goes down again. It just spawns in and gets exploded by a grenade. King Kirk over here sitting on your screen tossing it. And there you go.
I might not have assets.
Oh, Leopard is actually engaging. I think it's a Leopard. It is the Leopard. Leopard is now holding this western flank, and hold on, they might have a big infantry fight. Or not infantry fight, vehicle fight. And they do. Leopard, we saw that smoke and sparks. M60T, top of your screen in the fog, moving left to right, and wow, the Leopard banks the shot off the dirt. They were going for the track and just missed it. And you can see how tough of a shot that was. They just had to send it through the bushes and trees.
Please just light that whole fucking
honestly, that almost worked.
I'm tired of just getting fucking head-iced as soon as I peek.
Copy, bud. We'll be on it.
Infantry also out here. You see Mac V SOG. He's a hat kit trying to wait for these vehicles. But very, very good spot for the Leopard. And he's going to see the ACV, and there it goes. ACV is not dead yet. He thinks he killed him, actually. Takes a shot, and he immediately swaps his target. Double smokes the ACV. There's another one. He's going to miss it because he keeps swapping off to his left. Wow, Leopard. And he was scanning for the M60, I guess. Might have gotten a shot off. Did he actually get a shot through here? And he did. Trying to get shots through the M60, and M60 is going to be able to just barely get out of the way. You can see there's a crewman actually dismounting. They're trying to get eyes on where exactly that Leopard is hunting them from.
You can shoot your main gun on us. There's a whole bunch of guys sitting behind the tree.
Leopard, this is a very odd position.
There, apparently there's armor Gulf 6.
Oh, and it doesn't matter. The radio bleeds out, and the infantry do too. Ukraine taken. Gorodok 233 tickets to 0. Oh, can we see the? Can I see it? Nope. Nope. Thank you, squad. All right, well, can't even see the end screen. Okay, there were a lot of tickets over here, and not too many tickets over here. A lot of kills here, not too many kills here. GG's SuperMod. GG's.